north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And today on the hill, Edward Cabrera. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Coming up on the first pitch, Jake Mangum digs in now. And a new season is officially underway. Cabrera goes 6 feet 5 inches, 215 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. On the ground to first, Bush. He'll do it himself, and an easy out to start the game. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Cabrera, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
Overhand curve.
One down. Up next for the Pirates, Brandon Lowe.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Ball. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for the Pirates, Thomas Harrington. What do you have on him, Chris? Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. D-Rod. Hard hit, right side. Horowitz steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Nico Horner. This one in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. And that's a one-out single. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
That's right. Ball. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get up, get out of here, and gone. He circles the bases. The Cubs strike first. It's 2-0. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 runs across in the inning here on opening day. And there's a foul ball. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting fifth.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Bregman jumps out of the way of ball 1. Just a slow ground ball this time. And that will end the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Top of the second. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
Curve. Low outside. Overhand curve. Low inside.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Bregman to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Overhand curve.
Here's Joey Bart
Middle
now.
outside.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Ball.
Spencer Horwitz, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Low inside.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
That one a little bit high, and it's 2-2.
Low outside.
Fair ball. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now a chance for Jared Triolo. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And a 2-1 ball game now. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Jake Mangum will hit next.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Two on, 2 outs. Out towards right center field. Bo Armstrong has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. The opening day at Wrigley Field. Where else would you rather be, Singy? Cubs looking to build off their postseason run from a year ago. They knocked out the Padres before falling to the Brewers in the division series in 5.
Well, I don't have to tell you this, partner, but the Cubs ended a 5-year postseason drought by winning 92 games last.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. A shot to the opposite field. And they add a run. It's 3-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Happ in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Happ lays off. Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Not in time.
He's in there. He's safe.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to first. Could be 2. On to Gonzalez for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play, and that'll do it. On to the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Nick Gonzalez. Cabrera back to work. On the ground. Henderson over to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Lau at the plate.
Ball inside.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Drive.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ball outside.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there.
That's a foul ball.
A foul
Circle
ball.
change. Low outside.
2-2 now. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Up next to pitcher.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Low middle.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Here at Wrigley Field. So here's Horner now. Rips one to right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging.
Horner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Ball two.
That one fouled off. walked off the plate that time. Good job to fight that one off. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now, Seiya Suzuki. Ripped on a line to center. Cruz gets under it, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Single to right at his first trip. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. Fouled off. He was late. Two on, one out. Got the bat going too soon and strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Got him swinging. And now it's going to be Michael Busch. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Hard hit left side. They limit the damage here. As we go to the top of the 4th, digging in, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ball.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside. Overhand curve. Low outside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Strike 2.
Well, those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Line drive, base hit right center field. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Cruz in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
Outside. Sinker. Low outside.
Man at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Low inside.
That's a ball.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ball 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just off the outside corner. Ball 3. Gets a piece and stays alive. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Circle change. Low outside.
Payoff pitch.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Low middle.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker. Low middle.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. This is Joey Buck. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Right through there for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground right side. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball, that's down.
Circle change. Low middle.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws to first, and the inning is over. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go. Bottom 4 in half up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
2 balls, no strikes to count. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. The 2-1. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. And that one is off the top of the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something.
Mason Montgomery gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. This one in the air, right field. O'Hearn on the move. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they lead by 4. Nico Horner, the next come to him. He's 2 for 2.
Ball.
In the air to left center. 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Foul ball there. Montgomery, 25 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick in 2021. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. And we go to the top of the 5th. Leading off, Jared Triolo.
You know, these Pirates finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And that drops in for a strike.
Middle inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Outside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum.
No.
The Cubbies leading by 4 here on opening day. Swing and a bouncer. Steps on first for the out. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Back here at the friendly confines. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Ball.
On a line out towards center. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard. Gunnar Henderson, the next Cub to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Step off throw to first. Suzuki back in on a dive. Suzuki gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go again. Got him swinging. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe. Here's Alex Bregman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Triolo takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. That one lifted to left. Mangum under it. And that ends the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, top 6. Brandon Lau digs in now.
Change. Middle outside.
Ball outside.
Circle change. Low inside.
Here.
Sinker. Middle outside. Overhand curve. Low outside.
And a 1-2. Clobber to right field. Way back. Gone. A solo shot. And they inch closer. It's 5-2. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Outside
that's
low.
the ball.
And that is ball 1.
No,
he hasn't wanted
outside.
to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Sinker. Low inside.
That one ripped but foul.
Circle change. Low inside.
2-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Circle change.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball left side. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Now it's the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ball one.
Circle change. Low mill.
Sets him down looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 1 out, man at first. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. New arm out of the bullpen, Caleb Thielbar.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
No.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Strike 2.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Joey Bart up here.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. Rip, but it curls foul. Ozuna off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
Slayer. Middle inside.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Bucks draw a bit closer on this long ball. It's 5-2. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping in, Ian Happ. Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a van down by the river. A gigantic blast. And they add on. It's 6-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Next to hit, Carson Kelly.
Rerun.
Oh, 2 now. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. Out to short. Gonzalez to first in time. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Slings to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Spencer Horwitz now at the plate.
Four-seam fastball. Below middle.
Thielbar in his 8th season, 39 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And a good eye there.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Got him swinging. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Up next for the Pirates, Jared Triolo. There's a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Just missed.
Off the plate.
Overhand curve.
The Cubs leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Good eye right there.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2
Four-seam
strikes.
fastball. Low inside.
3-2 on the way. Tap back to the mound. Not in time.
Yep, he
He's
made
safe.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive.
Back to the top of the order, Jake Mangum, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fouled off left side.
Overhand
Triolo
curve.
over at first
Low
with one
inside.
away.
Ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
And he can't make the play. Takes it to the bag. That's one. To second, and he's safe. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. 1 for 3. To third. In time to Bush. That is the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Isaac Matson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ball.
way out front for strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Got him swinging for the K. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
1-2 now. Line drive, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here is Gunnar Henderson.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Ball.
inside. Safe at second with a stolen base. The 1-0.
No.
And another ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. Now it's Alex Bregman. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bush in the box now as he leaves that one up high. That misses, and it's 2-0. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air, left field. Mangum under it. And that's the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Ready to begin the 8th. Brandon Lau getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off.
Fastball. High outside.
The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Low inside.
Ball.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Fastball. High inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
No.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping
Low
across the
inside.
dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Spoils that one, and it remains
Four-seam
2-2.
fastball. High inside.
Struck him out swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH. So they turn things over to the righty, Bill Maytop.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Hit hard on the ground is short. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Base hit center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just lost the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
The 0-1. Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Good job to fight that one off.
Low middle.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. At the plate, Joey Bart. And a foul ball.
Curveball. Low outside.
Bounce to the right. Corner. Gets it to first. And that is the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 8th. Ian Happ digs in now. Sliced hard but foul.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Ball 2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The 1-2. Cut on, popped up right side. And there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Crow Armstrong in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Round second, digging for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Everything came together for him. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity is off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Now here is Nico Horner outside with a breaking ball. Ball to strike. The pitch. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 8-2.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can.
On the mound now, Justin Lawrence.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one almost got him. Out towards right center field. Cruz settles under this one. And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field. All set to start the 9th in this one. Spencer Horwitz now at the plate. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Suzuki moving under this one. And there's one down. Jared Triolo the next to hit. Now into the ball game on defense, Dansby Swanson. He's in at shortstop.
Dansby Swanson.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Cutter. High middle.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Horner over to first.
You're out.
Now only 1 out remaining.
Curveball.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the left fielder, Jake Mangum. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a fly out.
Hee-haw!
Sinker.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings, and this one's flared. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take the season opener and move to 1-0. 8-2.
You just don't want to cross the ocean.